It's Tuesday's Telegraph. The Archbishop of Canterbury was staying with the Church of England. He has an unusual message. It seems Jeremy Clarkson and Jesus Christ have more in common than just their initials.
Yes, cancel culture is crucifying people, Justin Welby claims. Now, this is interesting. He was talking to Laura Kuenssberg, and he said, I think we just haven't adjusted to the way we communicate. He's talking about social media. When people make a mistake, they're absolutely, to use a phrase from my world, crucified for it. And he said that we don't have forgiveness anymore.
Yeah.
Which, of course, we don't. That's the problem with the decline of the church. We don't have a mechanism for forgiveness. We used to be a Christian society. Now we're secular, and we don't forgive. Now, with Welby saying this, it's interesting because he's been a part of the problem himself, in a sense, because he's been quite woke. He's been very politicised. He's part of the reduction in influence of the church. He said things like Jesus wouldn't be would get a vaccine, which I thought was a bizarre thing to say. So, but occasionally he can be right. So here he is right.
So he said that Jesus would get a vaccine?
Yeah. But I just thought it was a strange intervention to say that.
And,
why? Wouldn't he just cure himself?
Well, yeah, people had these kind of questions. Yeah, exactly. I mean, he didn't exactly like going along with the state either, Jesus. But look, it's a strange thing for him to say. This time he's actually right, but he's kind of all over the map, isn't he? So he's made these strange interventions in the past. Now he's saying cancel culture is bad. But at least I agree with him on this.
I feel he should have pointed out what one of the disciples would have done. I don't think it's meaningful to say would Jesus have got the vaccine. I know that's not the current.
No, you're right.
But it feels like to me it's like he's wandered into an unnecessary tar.
And just quickly, in the past he said no platforming is not a new phenomenon, and there's evidence to suggest it's very limited. Well, what does that mean? So it sounds like he was supporting this kind of thing in the past.
I remember when we first started talking about cancel culture, one of the first things that came up, and Andrew Doyle, of course, has wrote the book about it, has identified this, that it was very like a kind of virulent strain of puritanical Christianity, but without the possibility of redemption. It feels like maybe...
Well, that's this book, is it? The New Puritans.
That's right.
Available from all good booksellers.
Yeah.
But, I mean, this is a bit offensive to sort of use crucifixion in this way. It slightly diminishes... all those people who've been crucified.
Exactly. If it was Jeremy Clarkson saying it, I wouldn't mind. But it is a bit odd, the Archbishop of Canterbury using crucifixion metaphorically, isn't it?
Yeah, that's strange as well.